Hi, I'm Mark Mix. This week's Right to Work report provides a glimpse of the ugly underbelly of compulsory unionism, violence. In recent weeks, union militants have waged a vicious campaign of intimidation against a handful of employees at a Volvo plant who dared to go to their jobs during a United Auto Workers strike. The employees at the Pulaski County, Virginia facility suffered broken windshields, slashed tires, star nails placed on their driveways, stalking, and a host of other forms of harassment. History shows that union militants are just encouraged to commit acts of ugly retaliation against non-striking workers. Here, thugs at the union hall encouraged hate and recriminations, placing a coffin on public display with the sign reading, "Scabs welcome here." When it became clear that local police were sitting on their hands, several employees turned to the National Right to Work Legal Defense Foundation for help. Here's a first-hand account.
Before I come into work Monday morning, that's what they did it to my car. They took a rock, smashed my back glass out, and that wasn't good enough. They had to throw another rock that hit my front windshield through the same hole.
The first traumatic episode for me was when I seen the coffin. It threw me for a loop. I felt completely violated. I felt threatened. I felt like my family was threatened. And I told Michael, I don't know what's going to happen next.
And the men, several men would get together while others hid them, kind of stood around them where the cameras couldn't view them or the police officers couldn't see them, and they would grope themselves as the women drove by, and men I worked with. And I live in Virginia, and it's a right to work state. Where are my rights being protected? They had their rights to come out there and scream and squall and go above law and break the law. I don't feel like anybody protected my rights.
To me, the lowest of the low would probably be just like my little girl. What does scab mean, Daddy? Or all those elementary, high school, middle school, even daycare kids ride by that coffin every day and want to know, what is that there for? Who's going in that coffin? That's the lowest of the low.
Outrageously, a local police officer, citing his own personal ties to the union, explicitly refused to file a report of vandalism targeting a non-union worker. Foundation attorneys had to pressure local police into action by sending the police chief a public letter documenting widespread abuses.
And I told them they wouldn't file a report. He said that there was no reason to file a report because there was no damage. I hadn't run over them. And then he had instructed me that his family worked at Volvo. He understood them being upset because of that. I still can't sleep. I still can't sleep at night, and I find myself, I can't even watch a movie or watch TV without my mind wandering and seeing those faces, the people I worked with.
What do you tell your 7-year-old when she asks you what a scab is?
Notwithstanding the police department's betrayal of the public trust, Foundation attorneys continue to work tirelessly on behalf of terrorized workers. Foundation staff attorney Derek Poteet recently called on Virginia prosecutors to investigate ethical and professional breaches by local police in seeking disclosure of certain public records. Please stay tuned for more on this information as it develops by visiting online at www.nrtw.org. For now, I'm Mark Mix for the National Right to Work Legal Defense Foundation.